Good morning, students. This is chapter number 14, Human Nutrition, part 3. In last lecture, we already studied about the digestion. Digestion, buccal cavity, then formation of bolus takes place. It goes in the stomach, then formation of chyme. It goes in a small intestine, formation of chyli, and last one is a large intestine. After this, there is another part is absorption. Absorption is the process by which the end product of digestion passes through the intestinal mucosa into the blood or lymph, and it carries out by passive, active, and facilitated transport mechanism. So you can see these are the three ways of absorption. First one is a passive. Along the concentration gradient, no energy is required, and water, short fatty acids, water soluble vitamins can pass through the passive absorption. Next one is the active absorption. Against the concentration gradient, energy is required. In that, glucose, galactose, sodium, and amino acids can pass. And third one is the facilitated transport. In that, same as passive, but require the presence of some carrier substance like the sodium. And examples are fructose and some amino acids. Difference is only one, that is the active absorption require the energy, but in passive and facilitate there is no energy is required. In facilitated transport there is a sodium ion is required. You can see in this diagram, first one is a diffusion, then facilitated diffusion. It require sodium ions, and active transport. You can see the ATP is required. Energy is required during the active transport. Next is a nutritional imbalance. Now, in nutritional imbalance is two types: deficiency and over intake. During deficiency, disorder affects the structure and function of the part which depends upon the nutrients, result in a deficiency disorder. And in case of over intake, excess of nutrients is also harmful. For example, animal fats, which causes the cardiovascular disease, then protein, it cancer of large intestine, vitamin A and D, which is a hypervitaminosis. Next is a nutritional disorder, which is the protein energy malnutrition, kwashiorkor and marasmus. In that first one is a kwashiorkor. It is a protein deficiency disease, commonly affects infant and children between the 1 to 3 years of age. Now, what are the symptoms? The common symptoms of this disease are underweight, stunted growth, poor brain development, loss of appetite, anemia, protruding belly, slender legs, and bulging eyes. Also, edema of the lower legs and face, and change in skin and hair color may also occur in this disease. Now, what are the causes? The basic cause of the disease are protein deficient or inadequate diet due to ignorance or poverty. Also, infectious diseases such as diarrhea, measles, a respiratory infection, intestinal worms, and which weaken the child. These are some causes. Now, what is the cure? The protein are the building blocks of food and are essential for growth and repair of the tissues and also for the body defense. Therefore, an adequate amount of protein must be present in the diet, and for normal health, daily diet should contain 1 gram of protein per kg body weight in the case of adults and 2 grams of protein per kg body weight in the case of growing children. Now, those sources of proteins are cereals, pulses, meat, fish, milk, cheese, leafy vegetables, groundnut, peas, and beans. Next disease is the marasmus. It is a form of prolonged protein energy malnutrition, which is a PEM. It affects infants under 1 year of age. And what are the causes? This marasmus is caused by the simultaneous deficiency of protein and total food caloric value, that is deficiency of all type of nutrients. It affects the infant if mother milk is replaced too early with foods having low protein content and caloric value. Then this often happens when the mother conceives before her infant is ready for weaning. What are the symptoms? Due to protein deficient diet, stored fat and tissue protein are used as a source of energy, and this impair physical growth and retard mental development also. Subcutaneous fat lips become very prominent, limbs become thin, skin become dry, thin and wrinkled. And there is a emaciation means extreme leanness and loss of weight. Then digestion and absorption of food stop due to atrophy of digestive glands and intestinal mucosa. And this leads to the finally diarrhea, and there is no edema and characteristics of kwashiorkor. Now, what are the cures? Diet with adequate proteins and proper caloric value should be given to the infant. This is about the next one is indigestion. It is a non-specific term that includes a variety of upper abdominal complaints, including heartburn, we also call as acidity, then regurgitation and dyspepsia, and upper abdominal discomfort or pain. These symptoms are due to gastroesophageal reflux disease, and it occurs as a consequence of acid reflux into the esophagus from the stomach. This may occur due to the large meal or acid hypersecretion. Some other factors include a physical position such as lying down, bending over, increased pressure on the stomach, like tight cloths, obesity, and loss of lower esophageal sphincter tone. Indigestion can be improved with avoidance of large meal, smoking, alcohol, fatty food, and weight reduction, and taking the antacid, so you can uh, stop this indigestion. Next one is the constipation. It is defined as decrease in the frequency of stool to less than one per week or difficulty in defecation, which may result in abdominal pain, distortion, and rarely perforation. Now, some contributory factors may include inactivity, low fiber diet. This is the main reason of constipation, which is the low fiber diet. Then, specific cause of constipation may include affected colonic mobility due to neurological dysfunction, example diabetes mellitus and spinal cord injury. It also causes the constipation. Then we can improve the constipation with increased dietary fibers like oats and all, increased fluid intake and exercise. Next disease is the jaundice. It is not a disease in itself, but it is a sign of abnormal bilirubin metabolism and excretion. Jaundice develops when there is an abnormality at some stage in the metabolic sequence caused by excess hemolysis of red blood cells. With the production of bilirubin than the liver can deal with, and obstruction to the flow of bile from the liver to the duodenum, which is the and formation of gallbladder stones, and abnormal liver function, which is a hepatitis virus. Now, this bilirubin produced from the breakdown of hemoglobin, it is conjugated. The bilirubin is water soluble and can be excreted. And this conjugation is a process of adding certain groups of bilirubin to make it water soluble. Therefore, it's called as conjugated bilirubin. Now, unconjugated bilirubin is also there. It is a fat soluble, not water, and has a toxic effect on the brain cells. Serum bilirubin may rise to 40 to 50 mu mole per liter before the yellow coloration of skin and conjunctiva is seen. Normal value is 3 to 13 mu mole per liter. Effect of raised bilirubin include itching caused by the irritating effects of the bile salts on the skin, pale face, dark urine, and whitish stool. There is no specific drug to prevent the jaundice. Mainly the treatment involves supportive care, bed rest, and treatment of cause. This is about the jaundice. Next one is the diarrhea. Passing loose watery stools more than 3 times a day is called diarrhea. It can lead to dehydration. Other symptoms like are blood in stool, nausea, bloating, fever depending on cause and severity of the disorder. Also, it causes the diarrhea or infection through the food and water or disorder like ulcer, colitis, inflammation of the intestine or irritable bowel syndrome. This is about the diarrhea. Next one is the vomiting. In this condition, the stomach contents are thrown out of the mouth due to reverse peristaltic movement of gastric wall. It is controlled by non-vital vomiting center of medulla, and it is typically associated with the nauseatic feeling. This is the peristaltic movement of gastric wall, and it's nothing but the vomiting. And this is about the human nutrition. And over here, thank you.